welcome to Auspicious Day Tarot. I'm Michelle, and I am starting something new on my channel. It's going to be called Morning Meditations, and it's going to be for each sign. Now, I may not get it out every sign every day. This is going to be a slower process where I do just a few signs per day because, as you know, I can't spend my whole day in meditation for each sign. But in the morning, I'm going to be picking a few signs to do morning meditation with. Now, I want to start here with Cancer because I am on Cancer with the tarot, and I thought it would be appropriate if we did a morning meditation for Cancer and then did a tarot reading. That will be a separate video. This video is intended to spark meditation, spark spiritual enlightenment. So if that is something that you are interested in, is your spiritual path, these morning meditations are for you. If you're only interested in love, then this probably would not be for you. I am interjecting some situations that I think Cancer is going through in love, but it's only for spiritual growth purposes on this type of video, morning meditations. So, without further ado, let's get started. Cancer, is there somebody that you need to surrender? Someone dear to you that you love? Now, what I'm sensing is this is a love relationship, and there is someone that you need to surrender. Now, this doesn't mean loss of love forever. It could, but it doesn't have to be. This is for your spiritual growth. This is to gain clarity. And what I was getting in the morning meditation for Cancer is that you may be experiencing psychic attacks. That is where your mind really wanders, where you're not centered in the present moment. Your mind is somewhere else. And a really good crystal for clarity is selenite. And selenite is for if your mind tends to wander. It centers and refocuses you in the present moment. It brings clarity as well. So if you have choices that need to be made, selenite is a good crystal to get a hold of. Now, what I also was getting is that some of you may be involved in self-destructive patterns. Self-destructive patterns. And these patterns and behaviors are from generations past. They were passed down the family line from ancestors. And also why I'm getting you need to protect yourself psychically is that may have been some curses or um, ill wishing towards your family or your ancestors. So that is what I'm getting, is that these self-destructive patterns need to be examined. We all need to examine our shadow self. The things that are not too good about ourselves. We all have them. We all have them. This is really about you, so I'm not going to really go into myself. But I, in the past, had a really bad, well, a few self-destructive behaviors and problems with my emotions. And that is where I think Cancer, you may be repressing your emotions, not sharing your emotions with others, running away from your emotions and fears because you want to fit in. You want to fit in with your family. You want to fit in with friends. So you're dimming your light. You're not sharing yourself. You're not opening up to other people. You're private. You're sitting with your private misery. And Spirit wants you to be discerning who you share personal information with. But if there's a family member or a friend that is trustworthy, Spirit wants you to open up to them about what's going on in your life. And you can expect miracles to happen. Signs and synchronicities to happen as you do that. Expect miracles. Expect prosperity to come into your life like it never has before. Prosperity and spiritual growth, but also money. Because you're not going to be carrying around such a heavy burden and your mind wanders. Your mind has a tendency to wander to situations, people, things that are really burdensome. But if you get them off your chest and you talk about them, then your mind is going to be more focused. But like I said, Spirit has to give you who is trustworthy, or maybe you have already an inner knowing who is trustworthy for this information. I think you may be seeking pleasure, addictions, and extravagance, some of you, to escape the hurt and the pain of this connection ending. There was a great ending and you have a broken heart. And Spirit wants to bring great healing and transformation in this area. I also feel as though some of you are very, very sensitive to the opinions and words of other people. And Spirit wants to bring deep healing into this area. Now meditate, meditate, meditate is what I'm telling you, because you need to start asking Spirit questions, sitting quietly and listening for the answer, or your inner knowing what to do. And, Spirit wants to help align you to your destiny. Now, your destiny, for some of you, have a call to be a spiritual teacher. You have a calling on your life to write books on spirituality. And some of you are called to be a speaker. And Spirit wants you to know, if you are shy, Spirit is going to help you to overcome these fears so that you can speak. I think that Spirit wants to open your third eye very much through crystals, through meditation, even through Reiki. So Spirit is wanting you to know this. It's time to open that third eye if you have not. And to sit quietly in the morning and meditate. Some of you would do very well to get some tarot or other oracle cards and pull them for yourselves, and then sit in deep meditation and contemplation of what the tarot and oracle, what Spirit is telling you through the tarot and oracle that day, and to journal about it. Some of you would do very well in that. What else? Yeah, I think Spirit was really highlighting this morning as I was meditating that some of you have ancestral curses and you're bound by that. And Spirit wants to cut those curses, ancestral curses, and ill wishing that was towards you or your family or generations past. So, a good, let me see here for a second. Pure right. Now, I don't know if I am pronouncing that correctly, but it's Purite. Is for psychic protection, and it helps break self-destructive or limiting behaviors that may be a subtle curse from generations past. So that would be a good crystal to get a hold of, Purite, or Purite, however you pronounce it. I'm not good at pronouncing crystals' names. there's just so many of them that I am not good at pronouncing them. Another good crystal, obviously, for opening the third eye is amethyst. It does give you psychic intuition. And I do that. I just put it to my third eye sometimes, and I just meditate and wait for answers to the questions that I have spoken to Spirit. I just wait for the answer as I'm meditating with this crystal on my third eye. Yeah, that's all I have for you, Cancer. I know that was a lot of information, so feel free to watch this over again. It's a lot of information thrown at you. But really meditate. That is the one thing I want you to take from this. Spirit is calling you into that and calling you into a destiny, perhaps to be a spiritual teacher, and you're going to need to go through a deep healing, transformation, spiritual awakening if you haven't already. If you have, know that your destiny may involve teaching others how to go through their own spiritual awakening, spiritual transformation and healing, and to align with their own destiny. Alright, Cancer, I'm wishing you all the best. Take care of yourself. Bye.